it shows if we are looking and if we check the other operations that Israel declared that they're responsible for them, you can see a very smart and creative operations and technology and whatever. Look what happened last week in Syria. Okay, it's like a script from a Hollywood film. Okay, and think about the fact that you don't give these pages to the housekeeper or the one that clean the cars in the parking area. Okay, you give it to the people that have a position. And think about that, all of them in the same time got a last message from the pager, okay? And think about how many people injured and that they are disabled. Maybe 100 of them lost the ability to see, okay? And now they don't have a different kind of communication system. All the hospitals full with injured people. This is the best time to attack them, but Israel decided not to attack them, okay? But it's a very, very big sign for them. Don't mess with us. The Mossad divided to many, many different departments. And one department can do something and the other department know nothing about it. This is the whole idea. And we know, and you know, we learned from the MI6, okay? I'm lecturing, by the way, from time to time, and I'm comparing the James Bond films and the real life. When Q came with the suitcase, you know, the James Bond suitcase with the, you have a knife and you have a gun and you have alarm and you cannot open it and you can hide gold coins inside, okay? So sometimes we took some examples from James Bond films and we took ideas to our operations. I can tell you this for sure.
Do you think this is maybe one of those ideas?
Maybe. I mean, if the Mossad doing something and he want to declare about it, he will declare, okay? And sometimes he will not. Think about what happened on 72, Munich, okay? The Mossad send special agents to kill the terrorists that were responsible for this. But in all the cases, they just did it and disappear. That's the whole idea, okay? You don't know who's responsible for this. You don't have any sign. Then that's the whole idea. And sometimes the effect is stronger than killing one terrorist. Think about all the thousands of them that cannot sleep in the same bed day after day, forever. It wasn't a sign. It was a real smart and huge operation. I mean, thousands of people, you know, think about it. I mean, this is the whole, it's the whole commandos, let's say, okay?
Do you think it was a sign to Iran, though?
I think it's a sign for all the Arab worlds, all the enemies. And I think that if you look at the history, when the massacre happened on October 7th, in some places they said this is the Pearl Harbor for Israel. This is the September 11th for Israel. And if you remember what happened after Pearl Harbor, after a few years, okay? We will never lose, okay? We will never lose. We will win. It will take time. We also have a crisis inside. We divided. It's not a secret that we have demonstration, people against the prime minister, people in his side. But at the end of the day, we will win. There is I think that there is a very creative screenwriters that can be the best agents, you know, coming with ideas. I mean, think about the space, okay? We always think about how the people look, how the aliens look like okay? And it comes only from some aliens that landed, and until today we don't know if it's true or not, and it comes from movies. I mean, people believe, when you talk about agent, they believe that the agent is the first famous agent, James Bond. He is tall, beautiful, he can dance, he can speak different languages, he have a fancy suits with a bow tie, and he got a fancy car and fancy watch. Now, in the real life, it's opposite. You don't go with the different clothes, you don't go with the fancy car. And if you can speak 5 languages like me, you shouldn't show it to the. I mean, you have to just sit in the restaurant and listen to the people, okay? And when you come to the island, there is a crazy terrorist that's trying to build a nuclear weapons. And when you are coming and say, Bond 007, welcome to my island, come on. We use the code for inside, not for outside. So it's totally different. I got a feeling that we want to come to the ceremony on October 7 with a different atmosphere. Okay? And I got a feeling that this is the time, and I got a feeling that the attack yesterday, it doesn't matter who made it. The attack yesterday is so strong and wide that if they will not start with the limited war, they will lose immediately. So from the Arab point of view, the Arabic point of view, they must react now. But you know, if you don't have empty beds in hospitals, it doesn't make sense to declare a war. We're already in a war, but it's not a real war, okay? But you know what? We need a war. We don't need the current situation. And when we have the war, we will destroy Hezbollah. But unfortunately, the Lebanese will suffer from this. I think that I know that the Israeli government declared this week that that there is a new target for this war, to bring back the families to the north. You cannot bring them to the war without destroying and push all the Hezbollah from the border. And we will make a death zone behind our border, okay? Zero people, 0 villages, nothing. Everyone that will go there, we will shut down, because we are looking for a peace, not for a war. But when you have a war machine, a terror machine in the south of Lebanon, it's not Hezbollah, it's the Lebanese government. And if they don't solve the problem, we will solve the problem.